All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. We are here in long sum, short sum. Today is April 15th, Good Friday, and we are sitting here doing analysis for a few things from Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XLM after some massive movements over the last 24 hours. Today, the equities markets are not open, so there isn't an opening bell here in the United States. It is a market holiday because they took off. So we're going to kind of dive into the charts today just to see what's happening and get a good gist of where we are and really see XRP XLM because as you guys know, as I mentioned, 4 or 5 days ago that I was going to be moving everything into XRP because here on out, your return on investment, your highest percentage of ROI is in XRP based on everything I see going. And I think we're right about there. And we're going to discuss that today in detail for sure. So in the meantime, let's look at Bitcoin, which is at $40,125 in the number one spot, down 1.1% over the last 24 hours. We got Ethereum at right over $3,000, sitting at $3,013, down about 0.5%, but really down 1.3% over the last 24 hours. In the number three spot, we got BNB at $415.99, pretty much even over the last 24 hours. In the number four spot, and the star of the show, is XRP at 77.1 right now, but up 7.5% over the last 24 hours. Solana in the number five spot, right at $100, sitting chill, holding on strong, down 15% over the last 7 days, but sitting there trying to flip that $100 support area. Cardano at number 6 at 94 cents. Terra at number 8. Terra Luna at $80.59. Avalanche at 75.53. And Polkadot at 17.99. And that last top 10, is it still Doge? Yes, it is. It's still Doge. Elon Musk coin at 14.5 cents to go. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into these charts. And again, YouTube has been shadow banning, so if you are not able to comment in the sections here, I put a link for the creation Telegram group in the chat just now, and you can communicate with me directly there, add to it, right, and we can go because they seem to be not only shadow banning, which sometimes I can't even find, but they are also blocking people from commenting. So we are on the right road. You are in the right place, and let's see what's happening in these charts, shall we? Okay, so where are we at? Let's zoom out. There we go. Okay, let's zoom all the way out. We are on the 2-day, and I'm just going to get rid of all those fun things to see where we are at on the 1-day, because that's just easier. Okay, so you guys can see here I just hit the 1 hour. I am slow right now. I am slow. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to zoom over and hit the big screen for you so you can see this. I can actually get there. There we go. Wrong big screen. Let's try that one more time. There we go. All right, because now we are here. So let's rock and roll. So this is the 200-day moving average, guys, that we have been watching, and a lot of other people have been watching. You can see here it rejected directly off of it, and this will simplify it, bringing the RSI down, looking for a possible double down move over the weekend. Now, here's the thing. I've discussed on this multiple times, guys. Sorry I put these on. I'll go over this in a second. This daily parabola, that broke. It also happened to hit off the 200, broke a major support on 47.3, worked its way down, and as discussed from where we were a couple days ago, that we only have about 36% based on what I am seeing right now in these charts to go. So let's see what's diving deep, because as we dive a little deeper into Bitcoin, we're going to notice that it's just going to range over and over and over as the rest of crypto bounces up and down, or as the rest of crypto gets geared and ready to run those engines. Bitcoin is kind of going to be that, I guess, I don't really know if this is the right terminology, turbine, right? Turbine, as it ranges, it's going to build up momentum for the rest of the altcoins and get this going over the next, I don't know, man. As someone told me yesterday, he's been hearing altcoin season pounded in his head over and over and over for, I don't know, he feels like 7, 8, 9 months altcoin season. So I'm not going to say that yet because obviously we know there's true market manipulation. But what I'll say here is Bitcoin is ranging along with the equities. And when Bitcoin ranges at this point in time in its cycle, we're looking for altcoins to start exploding, okay, to start moving. So that's what we want to look at here. Bitcoin is still, this is what I'm looking at possibly, that this just broke this area. I'll come down here and do a line, okay? Remember, lines, guys, are a good way to see without the wicks. And what I have here is that we just broke, I don't even know if this is anything here, okay? I'm just assuming and looking at it, but we just broke just a really weak ascending triangle, really, really weak. So I'm not looking at that. But my thing is here is we're rolling over. And if we get a back test and we do not break $40,286 and head up, which also happens to be the weekly S1, I believe, guys, we're going to head down. And over the weekend, I'm going to be honest with you, over the weekend, I believe this could be our target right there. One splash over a 3-day weekend, get rid of some things, watch it dump. Now, why am I confident about that? And I'll tell you why I'm confident specifically. And look, I pointed here, it's about Bitcoin. Here's why. I love to use I love to use the fib retracements, right? And my big thing here, I keep hitting the wrong transition for you guys. My big thing here, guys, is that anytime there's a 0.414, that is an area of resistance or support where we're going to catch a move and flip. So let's look at some examples here, okay? The first one in a fib is always going to be the 0.5 that I'm watching for. The 0.5 is going to tell me which direction we're going. You see here, see that 0.5 of $45,541? It bounced off that 0.5 consistently for it looks about, a good almost week. And then once it broke, we came all the way down and we bounced off what? 1.414 was our initial bounce. Boom. And we held there for a couple days, bouncing back and forth off the 1.414. Again, I don't know why it does what it does. I can't tell you why this is where it reacts. I have no idea. I did not go to a million years of school for this. I was very good at math in high school, middle school, college, but this is not what I went to school for. I don't think a lot of people went to school for this. So self-taught, what I've noticed is 1.414 definitely has an interaction. And then as we see here, bouncing off this major support that if we could get a wick down to the next 2.414. That is what I am looking for to come and back test this area right here, guys. See this, all this confluence? These are all 8-hour candles. So from March 4th to March 19th. So what is that? 15 days. It ranged in here. In reality, add another 5 days onto there. So 20 days it's ranged in that area. And even prior to that, it tried to break that area back in February. So now what we are looking at is a direct flip of support from, I'm just going to keep using this arrow, from here all the way up to back test to here. So I expect 38,189 to come in. 38.2 to come in. When, I do not know. Had a crazy day yesterday in shorts with Bitcoin. I don't even know if I'm able to bring those up just to give you an idea of what I was looking at yesterday. So my first trade yesterday was Bitcoin. It hit 142% on the short. I don't even think I can, nope, I can't bring that up to you guys. And then I also had a couple shorts, longs, Bitcoin. I longed XRP yesterday. Starting at 73.8 is where I longed it all the way up to 77, 78 cents, wherever that finished yesterday, to profit. And that's kind of the swings that I was looking at strictly off these pivots. Now, where did I look at? Right here. That 71 area, I was swinging this area right here. So when we took off on XRP off that S1, that's where I did a long, got out at P2, 77.5 cents is where I got out. And now we're ranging. Now I was trying to decide this morning specifically for XRP. Are we looking at a flag, a bull flag, guys? And what a bull flag is here, right? And then it waves down and then it ranges and fires up, okay? That is a bull flag. Or are we looking at a move up, a low, a lower high, and then a dump to come back and test resistance? This is known as an A, B, that's an ugly B, C wave, okay? So the question is, what are we looking at? And the good way to test that, and this is on the hour. So remember, anything we test on the hourly, that's how we trade it. A good way to test is one, you look at your lines. You see here, okay, you got 1, 2, not a higher high here. You got to look slightly possible double bottom. You don't get a lot of information like that. So you go to your candles. And now I have a high, a low, and a lower high. So now I'm able to take a measurement of my trend-based fib extension. And I'm going to click on the high, the low wick, and then the lower high to get a good idea. Now, we are here. Now, the reason I'm going over this because XRP just exploded, right? Exploded 10, almost 10% yesterday, more than 10% yesterday. All right, so now we just spoke about that 0.5 that I'm looking at for a rejection or reverse. So you see here, look at that. Down, up, came here, and it's now rejecting off the 0.5 of the fib and a retrace. Looking at what? 1.414 or 2.414. Now, you guys know that I have told you resistance has been, or support, major support right now is 70.5 cents down to 66 cents. Most importantly, though, 70.5 cents is what we want to hold, 70 cents. And you see that green line that I drew for you guys back here about 4 days ago to say this is the section XRP is currently trying to flip and hold right now. Let me make sure I got this right. Yep, right now, here it is. There's the green line. And this is what we have tried to flip, bounce, and that is now support as this ABC or 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 waves work its way down, possibly coming to 2 areas. Candle close is what we're looking at above this area, which is 72 cents. Candle close above is the goal. Back testing is that breakout. So I see us coming down to at least that right now. But in reality, wick down to here and candle close right on here is what we would be looking at. I do that. That's a bullish place. That's a great place to long and get this going. However, it is a weekend, and I just told you 66 cents. Did I not? 66 cents is a possibility. When I say that, that means this thing could wick. So we got a couple things. Targets 3.414, which is 67 cents. That is looking very, very likely. However, 68 cents, see that, is a double tap. So these are the areas that I am looking at currently. We have a 3-day weekend. People need liquidity. People got excited and along and bought yesterday with XRP. I guarantee you someone bought a whole bunch at 78 cents last night. So now what's going to happen is what the market makers like to do after those wave 5 pumps and those targets, that's the market makers getting liquidity back in the system to dump on people. So now I'm actually in a short for Bitcoin, small short, waiting to see how this plays out for XRP because I am not trying to short XRP when I am so bullish on it right now. But we got to see what happens. Again, Bitcoin is ranging. There is XRP as well. ETH is doing the same thing as expected. You see I have an arrow yesterday that we drew pointing to that 0.5, possibly coming on down and back testing that 0.5. We have been watching this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 play out. The question is this going to roll back over and go 1, 2, 3, making a 3-wave wave 5 inside of that? And I know that sounds crazy and sounds like a lot of heebie-jeebie-hoobie, but inside of wave 5 you might have 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to change that color real quick for you so you can see it. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. All right, so inside of this, and this is on the 4-hour, inside of that last wave 5, okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC coming down to 27 is looking like a possibility if 28.5. That was way too long. 28.5, okay? $2,854. There we go. Is what I'll be looking at if this continues to break down. Now, here's a key over the weekend. If we have flash crashes and things begin to close and we see panic in the markets on a lack of liquidity, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are going to be lack of liquidity in this market. So we could see some major violent down moves. But don't panic because that will be liquidations based on margin and leverage trading. If so, great entry point for Ethereum, if this is you, will be 28.75 is what I would say. But if we break under 27.50 with another $100 lower, there's a great chance that this is going to go to 23. I'm not calling it. I am not calling it because I am not that bearish yet. I'm not that bearish yet, but that is just a good spot to possibly be looking at on Ethereum. So just be very, very careful because we're seeing all of this in the markets, and I'm not going to be surprised if this continues. Again, you have your range dominated area. I'll zoom in one more time for you to see our local targets. I explained to you that we've been watching this break, resistance. There's just support that had to hold. Now we're up under that support. So one more down move to build that up and get going. So that's what I see there in Ethereum as well. Last but not least, oh, yep. And this is more backing up on Ethereum. There's my 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 wave that I discussed with you guys. 1, 2, wrong one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down to that parabola that I've been discussing, and 2700 is still on the radar. Nothing different than what I'm looking at right there. That's what I have seen. So those two are really following. Bitcoin and Ethereum is what we want to watch. But again, XRP is moving in the opposite direction. And we know when it's bull run time, when XRP is ready to run, it does opposite. And it actually overtook Ethereum last time. So I was going to discuss with you today when XRP hit the lawsuit and the down move to 17.5 cents versus when XRP's lawsuit is going to be lifted. I might have to discuss that on Monday morning because it's Good Friday. I want to talk about some other things. Litecoin, real quick, it's still holding. I've been showing you this chart every single day. No difference. Look at that. Holding right there. I told you the possibility of 60 cents is in, well, yeah. 81 cents is going to be your first stop if this breaks. In reality, your safety net is $43 to $45. I don't even like saying that. And this is why I think a flash crash could be coming, because those targets are there. Those targets are coming there across the board. But here's the thing. Sometimes it says when everybody's ready, it's going to flip in the other direction. So be very, very, very careful on that, especially on the daily with the RSI. We're coming up on momentum resistance for Litecoin. Last but not least, people want to know about XLM, and then we can move on to the daily topics. XLM is sitting there under the 2.236 on 24.2. Again, this is not something that I see going very, very high in this cycle. I mean, from here, we got a good movement. I think $4 is a possibility. But again, it's not the highest movement. And as you know, XLM, as you saw yesterday, XLM and XRP run together. They both ran up yesterday at the same time. However, XRP doubled its percentage of what it moved because of how far more down XRP has been pushed during this bull and bear cycle compared to every single other crypto. So you can see here, I'll zoom in. This is the little run up that XLM had yesterday, straight to pivot. And now it's trying to flip this area of resistance and support. I'm keeping it nice and simple for you. You can see it right there. I'll get your arrow going just in case you can't see it too close. Right there. Support and resistance flip is what it's trying to do. If this breaks, I would not be surprised to come back down, touch 18. But on the radar again is 17.5 for a double tap. So that is, guys, is what I am seeing on crypto. I know a lot of you guys have some suggestions that you want. I know yesterday we did Proppy. I called Proppy. He was hitting me up, called it on the channel, and then told him later on that day, man, Proppy's got a chance to go to $4 something, possibly $5, is what I was seeing. And that thing fired up, and I think now it's over with for a little bit, because as Bitcoin ranges, we see those smaller coins begin to pop. Really, when XRP moves like that, I'm starting to go, oh, if it doesn't keep going, then we might be seeing a reversal on the way down, which is what I am expecting currently as XRP rejects from its 50. So with that being said, guys, this is the long sum, short sum section. It's a hard liquidity weekend. And what I mean by that is the market makers in the US are not really in it. So if you're going to long trade, if you're going to margin trade over the weekend, be very careful, because these 3-day weekends cause volatility. If we get a major pump over the weekend, be careful, because the markets will come back when they open up. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do the social media thing on the long sum, short sum, guys. that is the end of this section, and we are going to get out of here. Have a great weekend, guys. Love you.